Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space. It's Washington. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Good timing on the quick out. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They run the reverse. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I like this. With the receiver in motion, he can now attack the edge. You've still got other running threats in the backfield that can take advantage of situations, but you see the numbers, you see the outside being open. Give the ball to the wide receiver. Again, all I needed was a little gain and get that first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's right. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost kicked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. Showing off yards. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Looking for space, it's Hayes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. It's a draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The give out of the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Off-play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the back.
The expressway is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This offense has a second down play. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Discards a man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This Nevada offense really has it going. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayes. They get him down after he makes the catch. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Fighting off the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That's caught. It's Hayes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Nevada going quickly. Leaves it with the back. Giving him his pads. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Touchdown, Nevada! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 26.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's going to bring it out from deep. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. This guy can throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tied football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Lewis to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grab behind the line. It's Wade. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Number 12. And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Now we got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Looking for an open area to his left. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
New Mexico State, 14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Get it out on the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Finds him out of the backfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. And the Aggies pick up the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's looking to throw it. It's on target and complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Got it in the middle at Stevens. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
6-9-1, Gators far.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man, they convert. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the 1st down. New Mexico State lines up quickly. The aerial physical assault continues. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Watkins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
New Mexico State.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense in press coverage. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Lewis wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Still looking on the move. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And they swarm him under. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
What a great game. Tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. Take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
35, Nevada, 28.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Nevada going quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lewis wants to pass. He wants it all. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Watkins. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Rushing to the line, trying to get in a little better position for their kicker. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good. He nailed it. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA